Project K.
Hey guys, welcome back to Chronicles of PROJECTKAY. I'm Project K, and thank you for everyone who watched and subscribed and shared the video last week. The response was amazing. I'm really appreciative of all of that. For those of you who don't know, I actually live in Durban, which is like on the beach. That's why we're on the beach today. I live in Durban. I'm at the beach. Yay! I hate the beach. So a whole lot of stuff happened last week, like Mugabe resigned, which shocked all of us. And you know, like there was a lot of different types of reactions. There was positive and negative responses. One of those things that happened was a common problem that actually happens on social media, which is xenophobia. So I thought we'd talk about that. A lot of people are asking the question like, okay, since Mugabe is gone, are you guys going back home? Like, so that's not xenophobia, that's a genuine question. But there are people who specifically go out of their way to say really mean things to foreigners, and not only just Zimbabweans. Here's my disclaimer. One, this doesn't only occur to Zimbabweans, right? It happens to all types of foreigners in different countries. Two, this is not specifically a South African only problem, nor is it a specifically KwaZulu-Natal only problem. This happens all over the country. I mean, a few years ago, we had really bad xenophobic attacks, not only in Durban, but all over the country. And it was due to some confusion about what was said by some prominent leaders. I don't know, alleged. Nobody knows the facts. There's audio, but it's alleged. Anyway, here's my take on it, right? There are a lot of people who feel different ways about this. Like for one, I came to South Africa when I was 7, so I've lived for more than 20 years in this country. So I have residency, and I also like kind of built a life here. It's a little more complicated for someone like me, but for people who specifically left Zim in the last, let's say, 10 years, are those people going back because they have lives they left back home, they have family they left back home. I digress. Back to the topic. Xenophobia. Okay, there's two sides to the story. One, people experiencing xenophobia. Two, people being xenophobic. You have different reasons for it. Like, one of the key issues that was a cause for the xenophobic attacks was there are some people from foreign countries that come to South Africa that are part of some questionable business activities, such as prostitution and drug dealing. That's one of the main reasons people in Durban specifically were in an uproar. And then there are people who can acknowledge that not all foreigners are actually like that. And some people are really cool. Some of my best friends are South African. Some of my best friends are foreign people, not even Zimbabweans. One of the things I thought I'd do is, one, ask other people how they feel about it. Two, ask other foreigners about their experiences, not just Zimbabweans. Hopefully we can get some answers out of this whole thing. I know a lot of people liked the news show last week, so I'm thinking about keeping it around as a segment in the vlog, just because it allows us to talk about things in a different kind of way that's not so serious, which is fun. I'm not all that serious. I'm kind of cool, I think. Don't you? You should. I'm a cool guy. Peace!
Project K.
So my experiences with people who are not from SA is that your mind, you get exposed to so much more and your mind gets opened up so that it's not just your experiences as an SA only. So you get a Kenyan perspective and a Zimbabwean perspective and someone from, I don't know, the DRC, for example. You get multiple perspectives on how life is outside of SA.
Okay, I'm from Malawi. My first difficulty or my first experience to obtain was about the language. I didn't know the language, so I struggled to communicate with Black South African people just because I didn't know their language. So they more like pushing me away to learn the language so that I can communicate with them. That was like one of the bad experiences that I had. But after knowing the language, it becomes much easier for me to communicate and to gather around with the people.
I'm gonna be slaughtered for this, but Zulus think that they're the end all and be all, which is very detrimental for a person if you're going to be a universal person. And now that we have internet and social media, we're basically international people. We're all living together. It's one village now. So if you're going to call Africa one village and you're still thinking your tribal small-mindedness, then you're in trouble. But if you expose yourself to people from different backgrounds who have different experiences from different countries, you then get to know that the world does not end in KZN. It doesn't.
Unfortunately, not everyone is in control of what happens in the government. So when someone comes into our country, we should all work together to build a better future for everyone.
Okay, that was a lot and very deep. Look, it doesn't seem like we have a xenophobia problem. I think it's more of a misunderstanding problem. And sometimes I think people just need to be more aware of their environment. We don't live in a closed world. We don't live in a cocoon. You know, we actually are living with so many different cultures and stuff, and we can learn so much from each other. And I'm glad that the people around me understand that. And yeah, I think we need to lighten the mood. We need to lighten the mood. Check this out. So here are the rules. Winner gets the passport, goes to Zim. Loser gets the ID and stays here. So basically you wanna lose.
Project K!
Good evening, this is COPKW News, and I'm your host for the evening, Project K. Tonight we have a special message all the way from Canada, from Kuda 95. Take it away, Kuda.
I'm proud of what we've done as a nation. You made me proud. It was about time. I can't wait to see my people, you know. When it comes to going back to Zimbabwe, that's you know, let's not get carried away. In the meantime, we gotta give the people who are there some jobs, and then, you know, let Zimbabwe get up a little bit. I love my country, you know, but I mean, patriotism has its limits. Yeah, but that's a good question, though. That's look at the time.
That was Kuda 95, telling it like it is. Time is gone, we gotta go. But anyway, this has been a pre-recorded live broadcast from our studio. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or don't. We don't care. No, we do. But that's a vlog for another time. This is Project K signing out for COPKW.
Project K!
Ready? And begin.